I'm fully committed like, hey, I studied the target. I'm never going to miss it. I call that precision.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports as we get set for a Super Bowl 48 rematch. It's the Broncos and the Seahawks, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Well, Brock, we saw Week 1 begin on Thursday night, and now 2 more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on strong notes.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to Week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it's the same feeling. Whether it was hope springs eternal, even though it's the fall and the calendar's turned and it's Week 1, you're so hopeful of what lies ahead.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And we're underway from Seattle. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And they'll be led out by their 4th-year quarterback.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating the sack while the tens of thousands in the building, or they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Couple yards there on 2nd down, and now a long ways to go on 3rd.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Let's go now. Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. Ooh, and this is a worm burner. He didn't hit this one well. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here we go. Play action with Nix. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And oh, he got it. Interception. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
The Seahawks taking the field for their 2nd possession. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their 2nd drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back now, pressure on its way. Fourth, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Of all the ways the first points could go up on the board, a safety? Well, it's one of the more rare and least likely, and we nearly saw it right there. What a great spot for the aggressiveness of that.
It's a turnover on his first pass of the season. Picked off, Brandon Jones. And it's It's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Seahawks offense running out now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Ready, break.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He's got a gain of 6 there. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper. Trying to work quickly now.
Ready?
This is Walker on 2nd. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. He landed Roberts coming over for the hit. Offense in the hurry up now.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready, ready.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Working quickly here.
Say, punt.
Trying for it, it's Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Set, punt.
Staying with Walker. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the Broncos 49.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Vacates quickly left side. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Go. Punt, punt.
Here's Lance now. Pass taken in by Lockett. And they make the tackle at the 38. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Has a lane inside the 25. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line.
16 more yards. And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10. 21-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go.
To the air, lands. This one's caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Set, ready.
Walker will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. now for the second quarter. And the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone.
Here we go.
Now it's Lance. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Strike it. Strike it.
Everybody rushing back to the line.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Ready.
Here he is on 3rd and long. This throw is cuffed. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Myers' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there 1 play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
Got a man. It's Marvin Mims. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 29. Hits him on the out route. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Running for the marker with Williams. And this one does not go far. It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. 58 yards on the punt there.
Here we go.
And it'll be Seahawks football. Cut by Lockett. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Trade.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Here's Lance. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Ready, ready.
Running left, here's Walker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. It's the Seahawks, lined up with a 2nd and 8.
Down.
From the 43. Finds Smith and Jigba. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing his Lance. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Completed to Lockett. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Let's go.
Throwing it again here. Pass it down close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout.
Come on, set.
Still sticking with the passing game. Touchdown, Seattle! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks push their lead to 3. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he's stopped. Here comes the final play of our first half. A final throw before the break. Into the hands of Dulcich. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now from the extreme northwest to the extreme southeast, we're going to head down to Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report with our buddy Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome aboard to you and Brock. And to you at home as we take you around the NFL here on NFL Kickoff Weekend 2024. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. James Conner, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. Alexander Mattison, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jaylen Warren, a touchdown run in that first half. In that first half, we were treated to a stellar performance by quarterback Trey Lance. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Starting from the 5. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Pass taken in by Sutton. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Nix from the gun. Getting out to his left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here's Nix to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. So now we get a stoppage. Looks like a timeout called by the defense. Play action with Nix. Completed to Sutton. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's on the move. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. After that play, we see some concern out there, and now we know why. That's our top pick in the draft who's shaken up. Boy, they had big expectations for him this season. Hopefully this turns out to be nothing. Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Kate, you just know as a quarterback there's situations where you're going to gain the trust of the play caller or quickly lose it. And when you take back-to-back sacks, you've lost the trust of your coordinator. And now on 3rd down, well, you better do all you can to regain it.
Dulcich hauls it in. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Completed over the middle. He's still going at the 30. Down the left sideline he goes. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grab the lead on their first series of the half. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player to... End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Denver set to take the field on offense. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Cut by Sutton. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Nix off the play action. Fits it through the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos tie it up at the end of the third. Well, no doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown when the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now it's Lance. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Have to pick up the pace offensively as they go hurry up. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. It's Lance. Pass taken in by Lockett. And they make the tackle at the 38.
Go.
Offense working quickly.
It's a gain of 11. And that's good for a Seahawks.
They are throwing it again. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
It's third and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Brings up third and 8.
Down.
He'll throw it. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Offense up to the line fast. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He finds him beyond the marker. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 7-yard line.
Let's go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
From the red zone now.
Another Seahawks.
Into traffic, complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal.
Set. Cut.
They'll give up the gut to Walker. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks take a fourth-quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Extremely important moment here for the Seahawks as they go for 2.
Let's go.
Seahawks
He's throwing for it! And he can't take the completion across. Defense on him fast and bringing him down to deny the two-point conversion. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He'll begin his return from the 11. This return. .37 as he's tackled. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Finds Mims. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Rolling into enemy territory. And he goes out a little short of the 40. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. From the 41. Pass taken in by Sutton. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Nix. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
He's got it over the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. Looking to throw it. Complete to Mims. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. The throw is caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. To throw. Escapes the pocket. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves him in front.
And week to week.
And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter. Defense perhaps a little too worried about the pass there, partner, and as a result, they're able to run it in for 2.
It really becomes a numbers game down here. And you see a lot of teams employ this, right? If there's numbers there against the pass, we're going to be committed to running. If they stack the box, we got to be willing to throw it. In this case, it was a numbers advantage and the simplest path for 2 points.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target there was Jackson Smith-Njigba. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here he is to throw. Finds Smith-Njigba. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Connection made to Smith-Njigba. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Lance. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Rudy Ford has it. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Set.
Getting right back to it after that interception. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That's P.J. Locke. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos take a 3-possession lead.
39. Seahawks 22.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30.
Set. Hut. Set. Go.
Walker on first down. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up.
Let's go now.
Running with Walker again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign.
I met a girl and she needs to be. I'm just a mess, so I guess that it's complicated. She's like I just wanna be sedated all night long. I met a girl and she needs to be. I'm just a mess, so I guess that it's complicated. She's like I just wanna be sedated all night long. She's like
I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a.
These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them.
I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that end zone? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My Kindle. Beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my mans, a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing. I'm on. I till I can't. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt. So she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Audemars crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in a tank. I'ma pull up just to stun. Cat, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gonna do? 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 Up and up. What you gonna do?
I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guap. If I get it to pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rice. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, the flow elevator, we facing my brad. How you on deposit, the memo, cash. Red light, yellow light, green light, go. The events, I take the bank home. I won't keep quiet, I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend want me alone. None of my bitches be at home, and I I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Her Bucky a goner.
It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we've got the teams from Super Bowl 49 and that go. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots have a rookie quarterback. It is Drake May. Long past the Tom Brady era, it is May who is now the guy in Foxborough. Out of North Carolina, Greg, the third pick in this past year's draft.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I tell you what, I really like their chances.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's May. That's to the right side. He's got Polk. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun, it's May. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out, the number 3 overall pick of the 2021 draft. From North Dakota State, it's Trey Lance.
Going back and looking at last week's tape, just a little too up and down for my liking. It's hard to win consistently in the NFL, Mike, with your quarterback having good plays, bad plays, good weeks, bad weeks. You want to just level all of that out. Maybe you lose some of the highs, but you prevent some of the lows. And when he was good, he was really good. But when he was bad, those are the back-breaking plays that really are hard to overcome if you want to win consistently in this league.
A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Seattle. On the ground, it's Walker. He's got another 1st down and more. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. They'll try and play with some pace early on. On 2nd down, Walker. Oh, big hole left side. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the 1st down.
Ready.
To throw is Lance. Smith and Jigba there for the catch. And he will score. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Patriots offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so downs, and the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss. on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now the man signs from Washington. It's Antonio Gibson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Ready up. Come on. Set. Go.
Operating from the shotgun. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll look to pick up the pace. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? That's on the veteran guard, Laken Tomlinson.
Let's go.
Throwing, Lance. This one into the hands of Smith and Jigba.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. Here's 3rd and 7.
Come on, set.
Here's Walker. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. That's Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. The next drive about to start. We'll remind you what's coming up here in Week 2. A couple of good ones to look forward to. 2 good young quarterbacks going at it later tonight in Houston. The Bears and Texans at NRG Stadium. And then tomorrow, Monday night, that's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Now the point after drop from Myers. His kick is good. And the Seahawks move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18.
Let's go.
At the 18-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's... Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Walker. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. He was trying to get it to Jalen Pope that time. And it'll be 2nd down. With that, we'll give you a look at the draft class from this past April, and obviously any time you select a quarterback with your first pick, he's going to steal most of the headlines, but this organization feels like they were able to add some other foundational pieces in the selections that follow. Throwing on 3rd down is May. That one on target, and Polk's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Open man, that's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 48 yards.
Here's a run. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Kendrick Bourne. Touchdown, Patriots. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Patriots get back in it. It is 21-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And nothing on that one back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Once again, it's Walker. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold.
Here we go.
Here's Lance. The open man is Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and a yard. To throw, here's Lance. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Lance looking to throw. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Patriots' 43-yard line.
Ready.
Lance. This one snagged by Smith and Jigba. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now Lance. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw now, May. Open man, Demario Douglas. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, it's May. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make better decisions here in the second half.
1st and 10. Here's May again, taking a shot for Smith-Schuster. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, back to you and Greg in just a moment. But after a wild first weekend in the NFL, time to see if things will settle down as we take a quick look at what's happening here in Week 2.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
Down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Hold the ball.
And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Looking Smith-Njigba's way again, and again a catch. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll look to throw yet again. Smith-Njigba there for the catch. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Second down and 8.
Let's go.
To throw is Lance. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Throwing, Lance. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. This one taken in by Chenault. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the handoff, this is Walker.
Let's go.
We'll try and hurry to the line here. They'll try it now with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks first down. They only needed 1, but it's a gain of 6, and it'll move the chains. A short game, down to the 7. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace. They'll go with him again. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
Set, ready.
Out of the gun, he'll throw, and that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The number 3 overall selection, Drake May, headed out for the next Pats possession. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball. And from the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
On play action. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Okay, ready. Set.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. A throw left side taken in by Pope. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Patriots first down. So, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's May. He'll get this complete. It's Polk over the middle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line. Go!
May to the air once more. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They're going. It's May. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. Up the sideline at the 35. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A handoff, running left, it is Walker. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll try and go up tempo here as they hustle to the line. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Walker. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
Here's Lance. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one taken in by Douglas. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. To throw on 1st down is May. Has completed to Douglas. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll go. Here's May. That one on target, and Polk's got it. And he's going to have the Pats' 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
On the set. Come on, set.
Working out of the gun, it's May. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Throw again is May. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, set.
May to throw again. Quick throw, taken in. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's May again. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too higher. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks.
Choose from 4 preset offers that range in level of risk.
Every time you see me, I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa. I'm a dancer, dance all. You pay fees for my big show in Ibiza for my leisure. I don't do arguments in my relationships. I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this to say something. I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this. I'm lit. I don't do two-face unless the face card on my wrist. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. She 808. 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 I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back.
Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bus. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delaying, so what you saying, yo? Silly with your ice, grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, villain ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that it with the real shucks, get the
It's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find...
Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Staff points can be used when you have it to see what some talent trees make you selective.
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk, pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you, I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me, if I was to ever take a lead, it would be aspirin to break your feet. If I was to ask for Megan Thee Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bruh. Now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Take the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will put an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy. Yes, I have zero doubts that this whole world's about to turn.
It's week 3 of the 2024 season, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the Hawks. All that and more coming up next.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Welcome, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard calling this contest for you. And right now, we're putting the secondaries on notice because we have a couple of wide receiver rooms, not just dudes, rooms that can test every level of a defense.
Yeah, it's more than just the headliner, right? We know the top options, but for these offenses, it's the depth at the wide receiver room that's such a big deal. If you overcommit to the biggest playmaker, a couple other players, well, they could hit you down the field just as easily. And with how both offenses love to mix up their routes and looks in the passing game, you better... secondary.
Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Seattle. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
Back to throw, it's Lance. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Seattle Seahawks.
Lance. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. On 3rd down, Walker. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him.
Set, ready.
Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside, defense.
Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the fifth-year lefty out of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Has room into the secondary. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins start off well to tie things 7-7. Sanders all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Finds Smith and Jigba. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Here's Lance now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. You're working quickly here. Trying again following the sack. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They give up the gut to Walker. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. This one goes for 3 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Lance. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 7. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Ready.
To the air, Lance. Pass taken in by Lockett. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They are looking at fourth down, however. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway.
That's another Seahawks.
Walker on first down. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line. Offense to the line for second down.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw Lance. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 13 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Handoff running left, Walker. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard.
Let's go now.
They'll run here following the penalty.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
This is Walker on second. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Offense in the hurry up now. Walker. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Tua out of the pistol. Dump off to his fullback. They'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Leonard Williams applying the hit there.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Able to find Achane. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. It's the Dolphins, looking at 3rd and 12. Achane running to the right. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Looking to return from the 29. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seahawks returning their offense, and this running back to the field. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. It's Kader Kohou up to make that play. He's got it over the middle. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. It's Kader Kohou up to make that play. And on 3rd down, Dolphins coming out in the dime, expecting a pass. Complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Intended target there was Jackson Smith-Njigba. So it'll be 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Running left, here's Walker. Into the secondary past the 40. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Here we go.
Running with Walker again. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Set, ready.
Staying with Walker. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He was brought down by Anthony Walker. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. We've reached halftime from Seattle. It's the Seahawks leading in front of the home crowd. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock.
Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Mostert on the return. Return's looking good so far. He's still going. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the third. Raheem Mostert the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins cut it to a field goal game. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. D. Eskridge to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Going to the ground again on first. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing his Lance. Short pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Whistle sound as the defense decides to call timeout.
Let's go now.
Now it's Lance. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
Ready?
Pass play on 1st and 10. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Looks like play has been paused. We've got a timeout taken by the defense.
Ready?
First down from the red zone. Catch made over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Everybody rushing back to the line.
Ready?
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. The throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Working quickly here.
Ready?
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. It's a Seattle touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Mostert on the return. And the work's already half done thanks to that return. They're taking over at midfield. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Beckham, the motion man here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. The linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. It was Tyrell Dodson with the tackle. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Hauled in by Waddle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Completes this one to Hill. And this 2 now from the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they...
Once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shot. Run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Dolphins. Fourth down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. To a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Eskridge on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And this is going to be a short carry that just reaches the 40. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Here's Lance. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He has the 1st over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Offense up to the line fast. To the air, Lance. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. It's Walker on the give. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
17. Drill, 52. Set, go.
Now an inside give to Walker. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
The give now to Walker. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Come on, set.
He's back to throw. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll go down here at the 6. Mike McDonald not liking what he saw. The challenge flags hit the field. Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
Myers' kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Mostert on the return. Tagovailoa to throw. Able to get it to Mostert. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Ready, John?
Here he is to throw. Complete to Beckham. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Here's Tua again. He's got Smith. And he's taken down at the 30. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Here's Tagovailoa again. Pass is cut at the 9. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Sticking in the air, it's Tagovailoa. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Approaching the final minute here, they need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. It's close, but oh yes, the Dolphins got it back. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Sending a receiver left. Here he is to throw. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Seahawks pick it up. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
The Seahawk offense taking the field now. They run out still in possession of a 3-point lead thanks to the efforts of their defense, Brock, and now a chance to run out this clock.
And you do not want to put your on the field in a tough position and needing another stand to end it. You take control of it. You make sure that...
And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Point after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Berrios now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series.
44, ready.
First down, here's Tua. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And as that defense comes off the field clean, making the stop, Brock, they've got to feel that they're just moments away from this victory.
Yeah, the odds would tell you that. Certainly a two-possession lead this late ought to do it, but crazy things happen in this league every week. So don't go taking that jersey off until your offense hopefully runs out the clock.
Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Here we go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Connection made to Smith-Njigba. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout.
Here we go, set.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Looking to throw, Lance. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Now it's Lance. The throw left side, caught by Smith-Njigba. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Seattle.
It's highly recommended. It's for all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here. The flight.
Go, shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You'll find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need if you need to fill it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need if you need to fill it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Roll down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up. Been hit with it, but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the they saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, the show, they tell you I'm loco. When the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need if you need to fill it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you're in the getting. You can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need if you need to fill it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you're in the getting. My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my shoes. Look on me, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bar to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Get the bumpin' in the club, it's on. I'm with my eyes to chicks, if she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn if they're talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks for me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a. Come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need if you need to fill it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you're in the getting. You can find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need if you need to fill it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you're in the getting. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. We in the club all the time, so pop off. Shady Aftermath.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks, Hermes fur on my feet. I'm a lead.
I need it. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that Enzo? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My Kindle. I'm beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my man's a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing. I'm on. I till I candy. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt, so she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Audemars crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in a tank. I'ma pull up just to stun. Cat, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gonna do? 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 Up in a what you gonna do?
I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guap. If I get it the pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rice. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past, my foot on the gas, I'm flowing. Like yellow, like green, like gold. The events, I take the bank home. I won't keep quiet, I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend caught want me alone. I my just to be your home, and I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer. Her Bucky a goner. Get Bucky a goner. What you gonna do? 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 Up in a stunt.
Feel like I'm never enough. I say I don't give up, so I keep down low. Slowly coming undone, yeah. I run in circles. Get back, get away. But watch me try hard anyway. It's so fake, self-hate's killing me. I know that I'm not that, and I'm sick of pretending. So
It's week 4 of the NFL, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Seahawks and the Lions on Monday Night Prime Time.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Huard on the call. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And leading them out in his 9th NFL season, he experienced a real resurgence last year. It's Jared Goff.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play, but a couple of interceptions, he's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the gun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
St. Brown there to bring it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And they'll be led out by their 4th-year quarterback.
I know quarterbacks of this ilk sure excite their teammates. They love to see his explosion and that speed come to life. I also know this, Kate, the defensive coordinator on the other side, he did not sleep good all week long, knowing he could do everything right, have the right call. That QB speed is a difference maker.
8 yards to go. Let's see. Down. From the 29. Completed over the middle. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Play brought to an end by Ronald Darby. 2nd and 8. Has him on the quick hitter. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Play brought to an end by Ronald Darby. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Here's Lance. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Broke through the tackle. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. They're out and set, 1st and 10. So the Lions headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive.
Well, tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And the Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Jerome Baker.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Goff setting to throw. Has the connection to right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
13 yards on the play.
That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. One of the tight ends in motion left. They go play action with Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 36-yard line.
Tight end in motion left. Another try following the sack. Able to find right. This is ahead for about 5. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Got to figure out this third down here.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Jack Fox on to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Now Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. They go with Walker here. And he goes down after a small gain across the 40 to the 42. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 42. Finds Smith and Jigba. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play. Shotgun now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Throwing his Lance. Short pass brought in. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Trying to work quickly now. Here's 2nd and 7. Catch made over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Seahawks with a chance to break this tie. New set of downs for him at the 38. Back to throw, it's Lance. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. They'll work it a couple of yards past the line. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play. From the 35 on 2nd down. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Play brought to an end by Ronald Darby. 3rd down from the gun. Complete over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. He completes it in traffic. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackled by Jack Campbell. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good. Wide left. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
The Lions going to go on offense here late in the half. And with just under 40 seconds left to go, Brock, they can try a drive, but they got to hurry. Off play action, Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. But without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17.
Looking to throw. Orlando Studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Cote. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the 3rd quarter. We've seen one half of football and no points just yet. Let's see who can finally break that deadlock here in our 2nd half. Here's a return from the 7. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. To the air, lands. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. Gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. From the 36. The throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense working quickly. From the 47. Completed over the middle. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Play brought to an end by Ronald Darby. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Lance. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. He'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now it's Lance. That one's complete over the middle. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Play brought to an end by Ronald Darby. 2nd and 8. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tackled by Jack Campbell. To the air, 3rd and long. Connects with his receiver. And they bring him down around the 34.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Penalty moves him closer, and they're going to try to convert this one on 4th. Running it after the penalty. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Working quickly here. Walker on 1st down. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. give up the gut to Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense up to the line fast. Toss play, this is Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take the lead right away in half number 2. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown! Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Lions... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Connects on one with Jamison Williams. And that's good yardage for the new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. They bring a tight end in motion right. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10.
That's good for the Lions.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Goff to the air now. This is complete to Gibbs. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and the more importantly, to stop it.
This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Walker. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Lance now. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw it. It is caught left side. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. They'll bring out the punter here. And this will come from just inside his end zone. And the fair catch is made just about a yard or 2 short of midfield. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. And they make the tackle at the 38. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Throw complete to Williams. breaks through, and he might break away. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions losing by 7. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Tight end motioning right. They go play action with Gong. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Here he is to throw. St. Brown there to bring it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll run here. It's Montgomery. Runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions cut it to a point late in this one. David Montgomery with the touchdown. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Fox now to kick this one away. Eskridge on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. Here he is to throw. Headed out right. Completed to Lockett. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Looking to throw it. And they give to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Setting up to pass. Into the hands of Gibbs. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. And now they call the timeout. So
that ultra ground music, riding in the good, not used. Tighten up, you would lose. I approve. I bet I stepped and approved. Straight ultra ground makes all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business.
It's week 4 of the 2024 season, and it's presented by EA Sport.
The punter Jack Fox to get this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Football. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And leading the way is their 4th year.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
Pushing the pace right away to start the game. He completes it in traffic. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Play brought to an end by Ronald Darby. From the 48. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. On 3rd down, Walker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Line now, 1st and 10. Now it's Lance. Completed over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. From the 34. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. You're working quickly here. To the air, Lance. Into traffic, complete. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackled by Jack Campbell. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 21. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Khalif Raymond to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. They're He's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Okay, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills. And it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down on the play by Uchenna Nwosu. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Raymond in motion left. Goff on 3rd. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. He beams one deep right side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Laporta with the grab. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. 3rd and just 2 to go. A give to Gibbs. And he's able to get this down to the 36. That one gains 7. And that gives the Lions the first.
That's good. For the Lions, first down.
Another one for Gibbs. He breaks a tackle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still. Up. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Motioning Williams left. Goff on 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Tariq Woolen on the coverage.
From the gun, Goff. He finds Laporta. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Connection made to Raymond. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds. 4th down now, and out comes Michael Badgley in the Lions field goal unit. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Lambeau able to put it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. And they got to him for the sack, but I think that they might have had an unfair advantage there, Brock. Sure looked offsides, and we've got a flag. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Here's Lance. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. Short pass brought in. And they make the tackle at the 38. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's Lance now. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Offense in the hurry up now. 2nd and 1. Flush out now to his left. And he'll go down here at the 16. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. From the red zone now. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Throwing his Lance. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And this one doesn't go far. Shotgun now on 3rd down. He completes it in traffic. And this one does not go far. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. Myers' kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MAD-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. First down, ball at the 36. Throwing now from the gun. Finds Laporta. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be first down, Detroit. New set of downs for him from the 46. Williams coming in motion right. On first down, it's gone. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing again, it's gone. Into the hands of Gibbs. And that will not be enough for a first down. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. The Lions readying for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. The Seahawks offense running out now. And this close to their end zone, they have got to be careful, but still enough time that they could mount something of a drive here before the half. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Lance. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. Everybody rushing back to the line. To the air, Lance. Finds Smith and Jigba. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Play brought to an end by Ronald Darby. Third down from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. Throwing it again here. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And this is pushed ahead. It's Marcus Davenport with the tackle. Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the 34. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Offense in the hurry up here. Looking to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That brings us to the break, and it's the Seahawks taking a lead into that visiting locker room. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with John. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the third quarter underway.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Goff on first and 10. Laporta with the grab. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Tight end in motion right. First down throw from Goff. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Gibbs now from the gun. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that gives the Lions the first. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Running left, here's Walker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. This is Walker on 2nd. And this run's limited to a minimal gain up to about the 44. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw, it's Lance. Complete beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Working quickly here. Now it's Lance. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. From the 45 on 2nd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here's Lance. Oh, he missed that one and he knew it. Put it behind his guy and now it's 4th down. On now comes their punter. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. And he doesn't put much height or distance on this one. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So that brings up 2nd down. And off to Gibbs from the gun. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 49.
From the gun, Goff. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Gibbs on the carry. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They go play action with Goff. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit.
4th down.
And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. This, our last play of the quarter. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Only one quarter remains. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running with Walker again. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Even with this lead, keeping the pedal down. Staying with Walker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Their punter making his way out now. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Now we've got a pause. Timeout called on the offensive side of the ball. Out of the shotgun, Goff. This is complete to Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Goff. He finds Laporta. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
That's good. For the Lions, 1st down.
Goff to the air now. Driving across the 15-yard line. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Throwing again, it's Goff. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards. Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13. It's Gibbs on the carry. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. He'll throw it. This one's caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions down by only 3. Michael Badgley out now. He knows how big this try is. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Looking good, and it's through. And they've tied it up late in the 4th.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Back to throw. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
He has the first over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. He'll look to throw it. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Setting up to pass. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Alex Anzalone with the pick. And the Lions will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 38.
Here he is to throw. Finds Laporta. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 46. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. That's